Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name's GBay99. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I certainly am today, because today is my birthday. As of today, I am no longer allowed to listen to that Taylor Swift song, 22, because today I'm 23 years old, which I am pretty happy and excited about. Birthdays always are fun. The day I'm recording this is actually the day before my birthday, but I don't have any, big party plans. I'm not, a super... okay, that sounds depressing. I don't want to say, I'm not a super popular guy, but I like to keep to myself. I'm a little more introverted, so I got a couple of plans. I'm going to eat 2 pounds of salmon for dinner, which I am so excited about. This one fish place that we have that's like these fishermen, they have this Scottish salmon that's like 15 or 18 bucks a pound, and it's so delicious. It's so worth it. It's the greatest thing I've ever had. I prefer this salmon to like a steak, so I'm pretty excited to chow down on some of that. I'm actually drooling a little bit just thinking about it, sorry. But yeah, anyway, today I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you guys just face to face in a vlog, because I don't think I should release a big video or like a Road to Masters episode or anything too quickly after my last video, since my last video was 5 hours long, and I assume even those of you who want to watch all of it probably haven't watched all of it yet. And I'm pretty excited about that video. I don't think it turned out that well, and there was one moment, of course, where I was sitting talking about Yasuo, and you guys got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of what happens when you're recording and you don't plan to put part of the recording in a video. I was recording, and it was the second day of recording. It was starting to get late in the evening. I was talking about a lot of champions. It was at the very end of a recording, and my nose got so... my nose, I don't know what it was either a nose hair or like some dust or something, but my nose got so itchy, so I kept on doing this to try and itch it, but then I was like, fuck it, let's cut the recording, blow our nose. I tried to blow my nose, it didn't work. Then I tried to clean it out a little bit with a tissue, and my nose was still so itchy, so I scratched it with my fingers. I was picking my nose on stream, and I totally left it in the video. The most ridiculous thing. It's like 5 hours of footage. It's hard to get through and edit everything. But anyway, yeah, I didn't want to release another Road to Masters episode or anything big so quickly after that last video because, I assume even those of you who want to sit down and watch a significant part of it probably haven't seen all of it yet. That would not be a good video to release during a daily video streak or something. But anyway, I just want to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about life and stuff. One of the things that's always sort of fascinated me about growing older is the older that you get, the weirder, time moves quicker the older and older that you get. I don't know if you guys have experienced this yet, but the older you get, it's like when you're a kid and you have to sit around doing nothing for an hour, it feels like an eternity, right? I remember back when my family used to kind of pretend to care about religion, and we would go to church every once in a while, and I remember sitting in church and just feeling like an hour passes by so slowly. I want to die. God, if you exist, smite me right now. That's what I was thinking when I was 8 years old and I was stuck at church with nothing to do. And nowadays, I'm 23, and an hour passes by incredibly quickly. An hour just goes by like that. I'm like, holy moly, how did I not do anything in an hour? I gotta go make a video. And part of that is probably because it's a lot easier for you to lose track of time when you're wasting time on the internet or playing video games or something compared to when you're just actually sitting around doing nothing. I mean, sitting around being spiritual. I didn't do nothing. But the thing about that is, it's actually, I think this is something that everyone experiences, because as you get older, the more time you experience, the quicker it will go by. So for instance, when you're super young, when you're 4 years old, let's say, and when you go from 3 years old to 4 years old and you spend a year of your life doing stuff, that year goes by really slowly because that year is 25% of your life. That 1 year is 25%, a quarter of your existence was spent in that year. Whereas, the older and older you get, the less and less that percentage is. So, you're 10 years old, 9 to 10, that's 10% of your life. 1/10 of your life is spent during that year, and then all the way up to 100 years old, a year goes by insanely quickly, because when you're 100 years old, every year is 1% of your life. You've had an enormous life to live, and years will go by like that. I assume. I'm not 100 years old. But anyway, that's actually a bit of a depressing thought, Kind of. Maybe that's too depressing for a birthday video, because that sort of talks about how, like, time is fleeting and death approaches you quick. There's also actually a funny video I saw recently of a guy that was like a retro games reviewer or something, where he was he was talking about old video games, and he says, the game doesn't have an ending. It just gets quicker and quicker and harder, and then you die, just like life. This is like the most depressing birthday video ever. Okay, let's change things up a little bit. So, I'll talk a little bit about my plans for the upcoming year and our YouTube channel. In the immediate future, I have a couple of ideas for videos that I want to make and some ideas for improvements that I want to have. For instance, I don't know if you guys have been enjoying the most recent Road to Masters or Completing League episodes, but I feel like they've dropped in quality a bit, and I'm not happy with that. I think part of it is just the fact that we're kind of getting stuck in rating in Road to Masters, and it's like, it's not even like I'm bad. It's that I'm not bad enough to drop, and I'm not good enough to climb forward. I am stuck in Diamond 4, and I cannot get out of it. Like, it would be entertaining if I just suddenly started playing like garbage, and I started demoting episode after episode until I'm like gold. That would be entertainment. That could be really fun. But that's not happening, right? We're not bad enough to start demoting and worrying about, are we going to go platinum or something? And we aren't good enough to climb past Diamond 4. We're just sort of grinding out games, trying to improve, working on improvement, and that feels like a pretty boring thing to have a bunch of episodes be that grind. I don't know if you guys are getting entertainment from it or if you're enjoying it, but I feel like the episodes are losing quality and they aren't that exciting. Same deal with Completing League. I think it's starting to get a little bit formulaic because I'm not putting enough effort into it, where, we're just having me play like 3 or 4 games of a champion. I suck on it, but it kind of turns out okay in the end because we eventually get the rank 5 mastery. And it's fun. I'm having fun with it, but I feel like I could do better. So I think in the future, over the next year or so, I kind of want to make a transition from doing videos that are, every day or every other day to maybe making videos a little bit less frequently and putting more effort into them. I want to really make sure that every video is as good as it can possibly be, and I have a few video ideas that are like big video ideas lined up. Like a very big video that I'm pretty excited about that might, I don't want to say this, but it might be the next video that's as close to goodness as, it's as close to the level of 0 minute, 0 second Birth of a Blank. I think that's probably the best video I've ever made, and I've had a couple of videos in the past that I've tried to make that I think like, this is kind of close, almost as good, but this is probably going to be the closest video to either being as good as that or surpassing it. So I'm pretty excited, kind of. I'm pretty excited about that. And I want to get into the swing of making more videos like that. Maybe a few more videos that aren't League of Legends related. A lot of the non-League of Legends stuff I'm just sort of relegating to the second channel, but I just want the second channel I have is more so for videos that are like just me rambling and talking to a camera, sort of like this. I still want the main channel to be able to talk about things that aren't League of Legends, but just have it be a place where I can talk about things that aren't League related in a more professional setting. So if I want to make something that's like super good and high quality, regardless of it, whether it's League related or not, I'd put it on this channel. And if I just want to ramble and talk about things, then it would go on the second channel. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos I've been putting out. I've been trying to experiment with stuff and get as good as I can at the certain types of formats that I might want to try doing, and I've been doing my best to try and make sure that everything's as entertaining as possible, but I can definitely see if you've gotten a little bit bored of the repetitiveness of some of our regular series. But anyway, I hope you guys have still been enjoying everything. I've been enjoying making it. Things are looking up. I think this year is going to be a good year. 23 is an odd number, and I don't like odd numbers, but it's Michael Jordan's number, so that kind of makes it okay. Do any of you guys feel weird when the TV is on an odd number? My family makes fun of me for this, but like if the channel volume is on, or if the volume is on 17 or something, then I'm like, no, make it 18 or 16. I can't do this. Multiples of 5 are kind of okay, 15, 25, but any odd number or prime number is just, no thank you. Anyway though, this video was weird. It didn't really have a purpose. This would probably go on the second channel. It probably won't though, because today's my birthday. I'm going to have some fun. I hope you guys all have some fun. You can stop by our stream if you want to say hi. But anyway, I will see you all very soon with some more regular League of Legends gameplay stuff. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you all soon. Until then, good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.